Yes people, in this video I just want to cover the top 5 Minecraft escape maps, and I will warn you though, this video it is going to be a bit biased because all these maps are maps that I've made personally, but I just want to cover it because I've made that many maps now. I just think it's about time that I can make videos like this and give a top 5. So I'm just going to stop waffling on and let's just get straight to it. First of all, we've got Escape the Zombie Dungeon, and this is a free map. You can download this right now. I'll leave a link in the description and you can download it for free and play it and let me know what you think. This map I first released in 2019, and it was one of the first maps I ever created. And then after I created, I've created X amount of maps after it, I decided, I think it was last year in 2021, I gave it a big update and I just went over the whole map, did all the scenery and just went through it all and just upgraded the whole thing. I mean, it's a good map, it's where I started, and now it's just full of your classics. You've just got your puzzles of find the levers, pull levers, do the parkour, kill the mobs, find the treasure, so on, dungeon crawl your way out. Basically, like a lot of my escape maps are all based around the same kind of mechanics. But yeah, I do like this map and I put it on the list because it's one of the originals and it's free. It's one of the free ones, so make sure you download it and let me know what you think of it. Then number 4 on the list is Escape the Diamond Dungeon. And I've got 2 versions of this map, but I'm going to talk about the first version first. And I released this back in 2020, a couple years back now. And this was when I did start getting really into the map building. When I was still giving them away for free. This was before I was a Minecraft partner and was giving them and then was basically putting them on the marketplace. But this map, it got a lot of downloads at the time. I'm gonna have a look now. It got about over 5,000 downloads at the time, and that was really popular. That's when I realised people enjoyed playing my maps, and I was doing something a little bit different with the dungeon crawl mechanics out of it. I don't know. Like I've said before, I thought I was doing what everyone else was doing when it comes to maps. And then it turned out I was kind of making them in a unique little dungeon crawl style way. But Escape the Diamond Dungeon, wow, I mean, just look at it, man. Like, let's be honest, you wouldn't mind getting lost in this dungeon, would you? Because you just spend all your time with your pickaxe, absolutely destroying the place and getting them stacks of diamonds up in your inventory. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah, there's 2 versions of this map. Like I've just said, there was the first one, and now we have this one. I did like a remake of it, so to speak, in the gaming terms, and I re-released it onto the marketplace, and that was a whole different new map. I just named it the same, it was just a remake, as I've just said. And as you'll just see now, it's just upgraded in every way, shape and form. And to be honest with you, we added some maps as well. Shout out El Sando. He made us some mobs for that. It had some custom mobs in it. I like the custom mobs. As you can see, it had the snail, it had the gorilla, it had the scorpions, do you know what I mean? It had the slimes, and yeah, man, it was a good map. It was a good map, and I did enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I enjoyed making it. That's why I did the remake of it. But yeah, that's why it's on the list. Anyway, number 3 on the list, Escape the Desert Temple. And again, I enjoyed doing this one because of the theme of it. I enjoyed the desert lost sand temple type theme it's got to it. And I did originally release a similar map in my early days of map making called the Tomb of the Skeleton Kings. And that had a similar sort of theme, and I decided it was about time I did a sand temple style escape map. And as you can see, it's got some mobs in it, had some custom mobs. It's just another escape map, do you know what I mean? It's got some big sections in it. It's got it's got a few good traps in it as well, with traps that I've never done before, like the shooting arrow traps when you got to try and do the parkour. And that can actually be a bit annoying. I still haven't even got a technique to do that. It's just look at the draw. It's just like you just got to jump across and hope an arrow don't hit you, bro. But yeah, it was a good one because again, it had the custom mobs. I liked what happened, how we did, what El Sando did with the mummies. And again, the actual main boss. Oh yeah, the quicksand. I forgot about the quicksand. That was personally what I a pack that I made. I figured out how to do the quicksand because all the guides on YouTube were just not updated. They just wasn't working, so I needed to figure out a way to get some working quicksand, and I managed to do that through like reskinning some powdered snow, and then made my own pack and inserted it into the map, which I was actually really proud of, because out of all that, I've made so many maps, but I've never actually made a pack, and that was the first pack I made. Do you know what I mean? And it was alright. The marketplace people, review people accepted it, and it all went through okay. So I'm actually proud of that one. So yeah, you can grab that. I'll leave a link in the description for that one as well down below. Right, on to the next one. Second on the list is Escape the Jungle Temple. And the reason this one is on the list is because this one actually got featured by Minecraft on the marketplace. Like, well, I've got a few maps on the marketplace, but this was the map. It actually got featured and put up onto the main front page up in the top section. Look, I'll put up a screenshot now and show you at the time. And it made it, and it got featured by Minecraft/Mojang. It was a big achievement for me at the time, that was. I was really proud of it. It was the first map I did with custom mobs, and we put the custom crabs in there. And it's a generally good jungle map. Personally though, I have actually built a better map since, and that was the one that I released not long ago called Escape the Lost Temple. That one didn't get featured, and it didn't get as much traction as Escape the Jungle Temple. But trust me, that got featured by Minecraft, and Escape the Lost Temple, in my opinion, is better in every way, shape and form. It really is. It's a brilliant jungle map. So yeah, check that one out. What we got next then? And then finally on the list, my personal favourite. I don't care. I've done so many escape maps, and these are my favourite. My horror house escape maps. I'm so proud of them. I love them. I do love the horror theme behind them. And Escape the Horror, I've got two versions. I'm actually going to mention two maps in this number one spot. I've got Escape the Horror House Part 1 and Escape the Horror House Part 2. Even though they are two totally separate maps, you could play in the Part 2 without playing Part 1. But they are both there, and I've built two parts to it, and it's an absolute, like I said, I'm proud. It's my favourite map. Out of all the maps I've built, both of this Escape the Horror House are the best. I really do enjoy. I enjoyed building the horror theme behind them, the haunted house, trying to escape a haunted house in that. I just generally enjoyed it. I like watching horror movies in that, so I don't know. I enjoy doing the horror house. It's got some brilliant traps in it. It's got some custom mobs in it. It's got some puzzles in it. It's got a bit of everything. It's got parkour, you name it. It's got it in that map. Both of them. It really is. And like I mentioned before, Escape the Horror House, that's done alright in the marketplace. And I did a part 2. That's done okay as well. But it didn't do as well as the part 1. Even though, again, trust me on this, part 2, Escape the Horror House, is absolutely, it is bigger, better, again, in every way, shape and form than part 1. Even though part 1 is a brilliant map, and I love part 1, I really do. It is, I'm proud of both of them. But trust me, if you played part 1, you need to play part 2, because that one's got custom mobs in it, again, even better custom mobs, even just bigger, better traps, bigger rooms, and it's actually massive. Like, it really is a big map. Like, it'll take you a while to get through, because even when I'm flying through it and I'm on test mode with them maps, they still take me quite a while, and I know where everything is. I know where the find the levers is, all the little puzzles, I know where everything is, and it can still take me a while. Brilliant maps, and definitely deserve to be in the number 1 spot. They are my personal favourite, 100%. I do love doing my jungle themed maps, I've mentioned it before, and I do like doing jungle themed maps, but I was going to put Jungle Temple and Lost Temple, the jungle ones, at the number 1 spot. But deep down, when I thought about it, I just couldn't. Escape the Horror House is truly my favourite maps that I've built out of my personal collection of maps. And do you know what I mean? I've made like 25 maps now. Something like that. It's crazy how many maps I've made now. It's stupid. I think I'm addicted to making them, to be honest. But Escape the Horror House ones are 100% my favourite ones. And do you know what? I definitely think in the future I will be making another horror haunted house escape map. But guess what? It's going to be bigger, better than both of them. I mean, it's going to take it'll take some building, that will, because I swear number 2 took me a while to build because it's a big map. But as always, when I build a new map, I want to go bigger and better every single time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that list anyway. Like I said, yeah, it's a bit of a biased list. And what? I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I just want to showcase some of my maps. And just because I've got so many maps there now. So I feel like it's a time when I can actually start making these type of like top 5 lists. I've got another list I've got in mind that's coming soon. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, I'll leave a link, a download link for all the maps down below in the description. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe in a bit, people.